So.
Gotcha.
But.
Yeah, I remember. God, that computer was so crappy. But like, we had a family computer in the basement, and we had dial-up internet.
AOL.
Back to the Anime Summit podcast. It's your favorite host of the most, Som the Bomb, and of course with me every week is Danny.
Crawling in my skin.
And Knockington has taken the week off to catch up on some things.
He's a butt.
You're such a butt face. You're a butt face, dude. You're a butt face. He's been. I don't know if you guys are not in the Discord. You should join the Discord, but. Yeah, he was taking pics of these cats. He's cat sitting for a friend, and so he's been busy trying to catch up on things. So, he's taking this week off to catch up. So, dude, yeah, I am gonna have a lot of fun today with Danny, though, so it's okay. We're gonna have a lot of fun because we're talking about AMVs, just a general AMV discussion. We're gonna go over the history of AMVs, our experience with AMVs. You know, where is the AMV community now? And I'm going to tell you the answer for that right now. I don't know, but we can find out together. Okay, so let's just jump right into it, dude. I'm not even I'm thinking me and Danny, this is kind of what's nice about our podcast, right? Because me, Danny, and Nick kind of grew up around the same time, right? Like we're the three of us are around the same age. So we can kind of do topics like this and relate to each other. Like, oh yeah, dude, I remember this. I remember when they had Dunkaroos and you know what I mean, things like that. You know what I mean?
Dunkaroos.
They brought them back, but they're not as good, dude. They're not the same, bro. They're not the same. But yeah, dude. So
I don't know. I like them.
You know what? Maybe it's that we gotta try that copycat recipe. Probably better if you do the copycat Dunkaroos. If you guys haven't had Dunkaroos, try them. They're pretty good. Not as good as when I was a kid, but they're pretty good. Okay. This is now a Dunkaroos podcast. Everyone shut up. I'm just kidding. Okay, dude, let's get links.animesummit. Oh, actually, you know what? Hold on a sec. Rewind. Let me tell you about this really quick. Okay, I told you. There you go. You happy now? Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways. Links.animesummit.net. Go there and find all the links where you can follow, listen, subscribe, all that good stuff. Also, link to our sister podcast, Anime Plummet, where they review a bunch of garbo. Just kidding. Not all of it's garbo. Some of it is, though. A lot of it is. That's okay. Anyways.
Oh, my God.
Dude. Also, I've been telling you for the past, me and Danny have been telling you for the past 15 years that next week is our show swap episode. And so if you guys wanted to watch the two shows we traded with each other, you definitely should. And so that way you can follow along with us and with our swap and everything. I traded Danny Sakura Taisen from 2000. They call it, sometimes it's known as the Sakura Taisen TV. And then Danny traded me Nana from 2006, 2005, something like that. And yeah, dude, I actually finished Nana already. And so I'm taking this time to get through Sakura Taisen because I haven't seen it in 10, 12 plus years. And I was kind of messaging Danny man, I don't remember it being this slow. This is so slow in the beginning. This show, did I just trade you guys another crappy show that I thought was good? Because when I was a kid, I liked it or whatever. And Danny's no, dude, I think it's, it's not that bad.
It's fine.
Yeah. She's calm down. It's fine. And so now I'm at a part now. I'm oh, okay, now it's starting to, now we're getting going here. Okay, this is sick. But I love Sakura Taisen in a very weird way, and I'll talk more about it on that show swap. So be there, be square, okay? Also, bad marketing department. I blame Honey Bear. She's a fun cat, okay? Because the last two EX episodes we did, I forgot to mention them on the episodes that where they were coming out with, right? So I was fuck. So anyways, I'll tell you that me and Remy, my cousin Mario, we have been talking for like the past, I don't even know how many months, about doing a podcast about his new book that just came out. His debut novel, Never Told, The Sun. Book 1 of the Never Told series. It's called The Sun. And, I got a copy very early, obviously, right? Because number one, he's my cousin, he's my big brother. Of course I'm going to get a copy. And so I could read it so we could do the pod. And I went through that book really quick. I don't read, okay? Like, I don't know how to read. So, like, I read comics.
Sam, what are you talking about? You read graphic novels.
Yeah,
That's
I read
still reading.
I read comics and manga, right? Like, but like when it comes to like actual like books, I don't know I don't know how to do that. I'm not very good at it. I've only read like 5 books in my 6 now, including that one. But he wanted to finish the audiobook first before we did it, right?
Oh, wow,
So
he's doing the whole thing. Oh.
he is. Yeah, him and his wife recorded all of it. So which we talk about in that episode. So that came out last week. And more importantly, the other reason I mention it, and I'm talking about it this long too, is if you go to the YouTube version of it, it's EX28 Creator Series Part 5. You can see that I did some lo-fi beats to study to art for it, and then Mario put the animation on it. So it's like the main character holding a crystal, which is like the main source of power for the magic they use in the story or in the world. And there's crystals called like music crystals that like contain music in them, and you can just kind of hold them up and play music from them. And that's what that's supposed to be. So I thought that was really cool. I drew that piece for him that he can use for whatever purposes, and then he let me use it for the YouTube video. So anyways, you can go use the links in the description to go to the website and purchase the book, to their website, purchase the book from them, the publishers directly, and use the code Anime Summit, get a discount on it. Okay, there's some signed copies out there. So all one word, all capital, Anime Summit, get a discount code. And they're signed copies, so he signed them. So please do that. Okay, that'd be great. So yeah, should have marketed that before. It was kind of last minute. We didn't know when we were doing it. I was like, oh shit. So anyways, show swap, EX episode, Mario, Honey Bear sucks at marketing. Danny hates Cheetos. Got it. Okay, moving on.
Oh my god.
She's a Cheeto hater. Question of the week, Danny, because Nick is not here. Normally he does it, but
Question of the week is from Turtle, and they ask, if you could have any English language song be an anime opening theme, what would it be?
That's such a perfect. Okay. Shout out. Okay, number one, shout out Turtle for asking this question. Shout out Danny for finding this question for this episode, because it's perfect. It's so perfect, because that's.
I gotta go to my Spotify.
Yeah. You know what? Hold on. Let me go to my. I don't use Spotify. I use YouTube. Trisha uses Spotify, but I use YouTube a lot. What have I been listening to lately? Let's see. Let's see. Ooh, that is not. Let's see. Dude, it's funny because like I got Nana on the brain right now. And there's a couple of these songs I'm looking at on my playlist that could like be Nana openings. Which like kind of doesn't make that much sense, because like the openings and EDs for that song are like from the
they're perfect
fictional band in the show.
Yeah.
But so I wouldn't do that. Dude. I think okay, there's this song came out a couple years ago that I still been listening to today. I can't stop listening to it. If you're a patron, by the way, I did this radio hour that's only patron exclusive, where it was like songs that I was really into for that year, and I believe it was for 2021. I haven't done a radio hour like that since. If you guys want me to do, for the patrons, if you guys want me to do that, I will. But there's this song by this band called Nothing and Nowhere, and it's called Pieces of You, or Pieces, I think it's just called. But it's good. It's good, man. It's like, It's really really like emo, and yeah, I it would be cool to like see, like, you could even do like if it was opening to Horimiya, that would be perfect. Like, you know what? Speaking of which, I should just make that. I should make that. AMVs, right? Like, we should just fucking make it. What about you, Danny?
I would probably pick "Hello Hello" by Trixie Mattel.
Nice.
I love that song. Number one, like,
It's
that
good.
song is so good. The music video is even better. Like, I think I can hear this. Probably like. I'm listening to it right now, so I'm like trying to think as well. I think it would be a cute opening for Skippin' Loafer, because it's like that dancey kind of thing, and like
Yeah.
the OP for Skippin' Loafer definitely like has the little dance in the beginning, or like segments in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So definitely some sort of like romance opening for sure.
For sure.
'Cause it's very upbeat and everything.
I was going to say,
So-
too, the reason why I choose the song I chose is because a lot of anime openings will do a quieter version of the chorus in the beginning and then do the song and then the chorus at the end. And that song does that, too. So it's like it already kind of is composed that way, you know? But, yeah, I like Skippin' Loafer, man. Show's good.
It's good. Yeah.
It's a good show.
Yeah.
Waifu and his bando, I just picked Sakura and Sasuke because when I was growing up, a lot of people were doing AMVs of those two.
I mean, I
And
think
that was
Naruto was pretty much
Yeah.
like a big thing for AMVs.
And that
I
was-
saw a lot of them.
That was before I think some people knew that they were even getting together, you know what I mean? So, like,
Yeah.
that was kind of funny. But yeah, Sasuke and Naruto, they're both annoying. Well, actually, Sasuke's really cool. Sakura's really annoying, but...
You should have put Naruto as waifu.
yeah, Sasuke and Naruto, dude. Let's just audible and do
'Cause the
Sasuke and Naruto.
The whole first season is just Naruto yelling Sasuke.
Yeah, Naruto. Yeah, dude. So let's just jump into it. Okay. First, let's start with this. What is an AMV? Okay. Anime music video is a fan-made music video consisting of clips from one or more Japanese animated shows or movies set to an audio track, often songs or promotional trailer audio. The term is generally specific to Japanese anime, however, it can occasionally include footage from other mediums, such as American animation, live action, or video games. AMVs are not official music videos released by the musicians. They are fan compositions which synchronize edited video clips with an audio track. AMVs are most commonly posted and distributed over the internet through animemusicvideos.org, video downloads, and YouTube. Anime conventions frequently run AMV contests, who usually show the finalist winners' AMVs. They're not to be confused with music videos that employ original professionally made animation, such as music videos by Daft Punk or by Nano or Eve, things like that. So that's those are different, right? So they're not official in that sense. So that being said, a couple things I think also that we should mention before we dive into the history of AMVs, right, is a while ago, and I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to speak for them or whatever. Maybe we can get them back on to talk to them. I would love that. But we did an interview with this guy from a company called Sugoi Media, and it was cool. It was him and his wife Maddie and Min. Can't believe I almost fucking forgot his name. Min, I'm so sorry. I love you, Min. But yeah, Min and his wife, Maddie, okay. His partner, rather. They were trying to start this. They started, well, it's still up there. You can still use it. called Sugoi Media, where they make anime clips for fair use, you know, and you could download whatever clips you needed and use them and edit them for whatever purposes, whether it's, a review video you're doing or an anime music video or whatever, right? And, that way if somebody came up to you and they're like, no, you could be like, nope, fair use through Sugoi Media. They've already went through all the hoops, to make it fair use. That's where I got it from. Fuck your mother. Okay? And so, yeah. I would love to have Min or Maddie come on again and talk, about this. I know that lately there hasn't been too many updates on Sugoi Media. They've been busy with other stuff, and because for them it was kind of like a second or third job. They were doing it like on their own time, right? So
yeah,
but it got real big, and they were getting more and more clips every fucking month, so I shout out to Sugoi Media. I hope they're still rocking it and kicking ass. I do have a Sugoi Media account that was approved pretty quickly after we did that, but more on that later. Okay, so history of AMVs. Okay, and it's funny because I was telling Danny this earlier that me, Danny, and Nick, we kind of are close to the same age, right? So like we can do topics like this and talk about this kind of stuff because we grew up in that like era where anime was becoming. Well, we kind of grew up in a time where anime you probably still get made fun of a little bit if you liked it, but like as we got older, it became more of a big thing, right? And we were the Toonami kids, right? We were the Adult Swim Saturday Night kids, La Star, Cowboy Bebop, Yu Yu Hakusho, Sailor Moon. We were those kids, right? G Gundam, Gundam Wing, and so around that time is when they got real huge. And so the history of AMVs were pretty much already a thing, by the time me and Danny and Nick were watching Toonami, you know what I mean? I found this article, and you have to kind of cut me a little slack because a lot of the articles I found all said the same thing. Where when I was on some other forums, like AMV.org's forums, people kind of debated where the first AMV actually came from. But just a quick history rundown. The earliest known English language fan video that had anime is Space Battleship Yamato video to All You Need Is Love by the Beatles. It was produced by Jim Kapastas in 1982 using 2 VCRs.
Wow.
As technology advanced, both digital editing and anime would become more accessible, and AMV contests became a central part of many anime conventions. All these factors have led to AMVs becoming a fundamental part of anime fandom by the 2000s. Of course, by the 2000s, right? That is when me, Danny, and Nick are probably, 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, whatever. And AMVs were a huge thing. They were definitely really big back then. How big they are now, I'm ignorant to. I don't know because I haven't been. When we had Min from Sugoi Media on, he was saying they were still a pretty big deal, obviously, right? Because even cons now still have like an AMV viewing room and all that, and contests, right? And Sugoi Media has held a couple contests as well. But so, Danny, tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first? Okay, like my first AMV experience was like trying to download songs on Kazaa or BearShare, and the only version of that song you could find was an anime music video. I was like, I want to download this song and whatever. And I remember hearing about animemusicvideo.org, which the website is still up, by the way, and it looks exactly the same as I did when I was 12. They have not updated this at all, but people still upload to it, which is wild. That was kind of my first AMV experience. What was yours?
I mean, mine was just on YouTube. Like when YouTube was still a baby and everything like that.
Yeah.
Well,
when YouTube rolled out, it's like the people were like, "Oh, sweet, another place where we can upload them and you can just watch them right on there."
Yeah. So
because AMV.org, you have to download them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Whereas like with YouTube, you just
stream it.
search it and then boom, it's you click on the video and it plays automatically.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I just remember like watching a lot of, because like MySpace was a thing too, and a lot of people posted AMVs on MySpace.
Or they'd embed it into their profiles or whatever.
Yeah. So, I kept seeing like a lot of like the Naruto AMVs.
Yeah.
Or even like DBZ and stuff.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I didn't like, if I can remember correctly, I don't ever remember like actually like looking up stuff. If I did, it was so long ago and I barely remember. So
Gotcha.
But
yeah, I remember. God, the computer was so crappy. But like, we had a family computer in the basement, and we had dial-up internet.
AOL.
AOL. We had AOL. I had to log into the AOL and be like,
Yeah.
I'll put that sound here so you guys can understand what it's like. This sound that you're about to hear right now, this is the sound I had to hear for like about 10 to 30 seconds to connect to the internet before I could even do anything on the internet. Here you go. Okay, there it was. It was horrible, right? Yeah, that's for you. I made myself feel old and hurt my own feelings just then, but I don't care. That's, if I have to suffer, we all suffer. Dude, freaking, yeah, dude. Like, I remember, hearing about AMV.org, and I don't remember who told me about it, but
I never heard of that. I never used that.
Oh, okay, animemusicvideos.org. Yeah, it's been around for a long time, and as I was saying before, like I was making the show sheet, and I was like, I wonder if this website's still up. It probably looks way different now. No, it looks exactly the same. Like literally exactly the same as when I used it as a kid. Maybe the logo's different, but everything else, like nobody makes websites like this anymore. This website is stuck in the 2000s. Like it's in the 90s. You know what I mean? But even the username and login page right on the front is the same. Maybe they've added more rules and stuff down here, but everything is the same. The way you search for AMVs is the same, right? So like you just type in, I was typing in Naruto earlier. I was telling Danny, I was like, even has the Google embed form at the bottom. I was searching for, I typed in Naruto as an example just to see. And the latest one I found was from 2022. Like, people are still uploading.
That's so wild.
Yeah, people are still using this website. Like,
I mean, I even looked at it. I have no idea how to fucking use this thing.
yeah, this is, man.
Like, I have no clue.
Yeah.
No clue.
This is how we used the internet back then, man. It wasn't just like right there in the front, where you could just click on it, And like this, like I can see some here from 2005. If I click next on the page here, 2006.
I'm just gonna exit out of this because I have no clue what to do with that.
This one was uploaded in 1991. Which that can't be right. Oh no, I think they're just that's the date of when the anime's from. So yeah, never mind. That might be something else. Because it says this is the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, which didn't come out in 91, obviously. But Naruto and Gaara, Sasuke, Naruto, Gaara, and Rock Lee, Simple Plan. How could this happen to me?
Oh my god.
Every time we touch, and it's Naruto and Sakura, because people ship those two back then, right? Because every time we touch. I like that song. Naruto vs. Sasuke, yeah, a bunch of those, obviously. But yeah, the big thing was, the big meme, right, is like Linkin Park, right? That's fucking Danny in the beginning. Back then, dude, a lot of goth kids and punk and rock kids and metalheads were weebs. So, like, a lot of the AMVs you'll find from the 2000s up to 2010 was, Linkin Park, nu metal Korn, Evanescence was really huge. And AMVs back then too were also, as soon as like Final Fantasy X came out, with all the cinematics that Final Fantasy X had, people were making Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy X AMVs and things like that, right? So like, I mean, it was the first Final Fantasy on PS2, so people were hyped. They were like, "Holy shit, this looks amazing." But yeah, that's how you did it, man. A lot of us like kids, or concert kids, goth kids, and punk kids, like that's what they made AMVs out of, because that's the music we knew, So like that's kind of the meme, right? Because like, especially a lot of the Dragon Ball Z movies back then had like Deftones and Korn, like in the dub versions, So it kind of made sense for us weebs to do the same when, like, when we made AMVs. And I never made AMVs when I was younger, when I was a kid, but I would download them all the time. Like I would just. I remember even downloading a Fooly Cooly Tsunami Bomb one time. Somebody made. It was Take the Reins by Tsunami Bomb with Fooly Cooly. And it didn't really fit. I don't really know what the goal of that video was, but when I was a kid, it was fun and cool because I love Tsunami Bomb and I love Fooly Cooly, so I don't give a fuck, you know what I mean? Like, but dude, yeah, I mean, I remember going to cons, my local con, and one of the guys from AMV.org would be there, just playing videos for people, and then on their laptop, and then they'd have contests and shit, you know what I mean? So I don't know, dude. AMVs are kind of crazy. So like, the next thing I kind of wanted to mention was, and it's kind of perfect timing. There was this, and Dan, you tell me if you ever heard of this, and if you haven't, then you got to go watch them all after we're done here. But there was this thing called AMV Hell, and they hold a lot of contests at different really huge conventions, or they used to anyway. I don't know if they still do, but like back in like 2008, 2004, they held a lot of AMV contests, like at Otakon, Fanime, and whatever. It was originally created as a collaboration between like these two editors, and so there was these videos on YouTube. But when YouTube was getting huge, right, in the mid 2000s, these people uploaded these things called AMV Hell, and it was just like a big compilation. It was like 20 different songs and 50 different anime of just funny comedy meme shit, and it was just really funny, edited all together. And like the second one was called AMV Hell 2, Son of AMV Hell, AMV Hell 3, the motion picture.
Oh my god!
And they were funny. Like I remember watching these with Mario at his house. Like we thought they were so fucking funny. But yeah, that's another big thing I wanted to mention AMV wise, just because also the 20th anniversary of AMV Hell is coming up, and they're finally coming out with the AMV Hell 8. So, which is really cool, and they were asking for submissions, but now that's closed. They've closed submissions for that. That ended on May 1st. But just had to give a shout out to the AMV Hell people, because that's a big thing in AMV history. But anyways, Danny, I've been talking a lot, so my bad. But like, as you were, it's funny because Danny was like looking at AMVs earlier on YouTube, and she found this one from 13 years ago, and it was "Oh My Goddess" with Night Wishes, "Wish I Had an Angel," and I was like, oh, this is good. Like, this is exactly the kind of shit you would find like in the mid 2000s, or 2005, 2006, 2010. And yeah, she was cruising, and then she found another one that was Card Capture, Sakura and Linkin Park.
It's so weird. But let's talk about, okay, so I will say this, like,
yeah,
from what I remember, especially searching on YouTube and everything, a lot of the AMVs that I always come across, they are whether it's like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, like anything like shonen and stuff, it's always, the song is always a Linkin Park song. Like, always a Linkin Park song. And now I'm not like shitting on Linkin Park. Like, Linkin Park is amazing.
Yeah, we love Linkin Park, yeah.
But it's always Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. It's like, that's like, it's like a meme at this point. Yeah.
Yeah. And the fact that like someone paired Cardcaptor Sakura with a Linkin Park song, I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
they used Lost in the Echo.
It's like a newer one, right? Yeah.
It's a new I mean, the song is over 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
So,
but a later one rather, yeah.
Yeah. But the who is it? The person who uploaded it is Neo Glare AMVs. And they uploaded it 5 years ago. So 2017 is when they uploaded it. So
yeah.
So I would say like AMVs are still around, and I think now that YouTube is like really big free of use and stuff, people are able to just upload it there.
I mean, it's also a good way to show your editing skills. You know, there's a ton of
yeah. Like, I mean, it was 13 years ago, but like the Oh My Goddess one is real. It's very edited.
It was good. Yeah,
well.
That was edited really well. Holy shit.
That was Shadow Ninja XX.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of AMVs on their YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, but that one was super well done. Like especially the beginning, you know, like it's very hard to explain. Like, you just have to watch it. And like, cause in the beginning, you know, the people are singing and you don't really hear too much instrumental, but then all of a sudden the guitar starts playing, and
it's good.
Yeah,
it's composed like an anime opening too. You know.
Yeah, and the scene, because they used some clips from the Oh My Goddess movie and some clips from the show, and when the instrumental stuff starts playing, the girls' angels just like appear in the sky out of nowhere and stuff, and it was really, really done very well. So yeah, and the fact that they are using like this glam metal song, I'm just
Nightwish.
like, yes. Like, yes, let's do this.
It's like
sure.
I guess that's what you would call glam, like modern glam metal, because it's like melodic opera metal. Like,
yeah, like Dragon Force is similar to like that.
They have like a kind of like a witchy dark cadence to it. They're called Nightwish.
Yeah.
It's an old Nightwish song, so that female singer is not with them anymore, but it's a good song. It's perfect for that anime too, right? Yeah.
So, but
exactly the kind of shit you'd find back then.
Yeah, like I you might catch me on YouTube just scrolling and looking up freaking AMVs now.
I know, like it makes me like I literally, and I was watching a few like this past weekend to kind of get ready for and another thing I wanted to mention too, by the way, which is now we kind of have this thing where AMVs have sort of evolved as well. And I like to, in my mind, I like to call them reverse AMVs. I don't know what you would actually call them. Fan anime openings, I guess, as you would call them. But like, there are people who are taking like the cinematics from like Overwatch, Mass Effect, and Dark Souls, and taking a well-known anime opening song and making a fake anime opening with that footage. And I'm like, these are fucking cool. Like, and if you're in the Discord, you've seen me post these many times in the past years. But there's this Star Wars YouTube channel for kids, kind of, and it has like these animated shorts, these 2D animated Star Wars shorts that kind of recap things in the Star Wars universe. And I forget the name of that. I think it's just called Star Wars Clips or something. I don't know what it's called, but like they're purely animated for this YouTube channel. And people have taken clips of those and have made like fake anime openings or fan anime openings with them. And people have taken there's one channel in particular that have actually, you know what? Hold on, let me find it. But there's it's they've taken like, you know, the actual movie footage, you know, from the movies and made anime openings. And I don't know, like it's kind of evolved into that thing now, which is super cool. It's super creative. It's like how would you take like something that's not an anime and make an anime opening out of it? You know how like the way they edit them, you know, have a character coming from the left, coming from the right, they touch hands, blah blah blah. When the chorus comes in, you do this thing. Like there's a lot of thought that goes into these, you know, like what Danny was saying with the last one, with the Oh My Goddess one, you know. It's like it's really cool. It's really cool. What would you say, Danny, are some ones you're gonna search for? Like, you gonna search like by the artist, by the anime, by both?
So what I've just been doing like I put the show and then AMV at the end. So, and then some pop up. Yeah, like I was even looking up some Sailor Moon ones. And like I said, like people are uploading them. Like this first one that I found is a Sailor Moon AMV with the song The Baddest, and it was uploaded a year ago. So
nice.
Like and it's put together pretty well. So it almost makes me want to try and do a little AMV. I kind of did one, like I did a little reel for the villains.
Oh yeah, you totally did.
Yeah.
And the mom one too.
Well, the mom one was
pictures.
just slideshows.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't find any like you know, like moments for them and stuff. So that for like the mom's one, I just did like.
But the villain's SmackDown.
But the villain one, I thought that one was fun. Like it was so long, it literally took me all day to do. But it was kind of fun to do it because like that song, "Villains" by who is it? Where are they? KDA. It's that virtual band group, I guess idol group for League of Legends.
Oh sure.
And that song "Villain," if you guys haven't heard of that one, it's pretty good. So and anytime I heard that song like play while I was driving, I'm all like, I need to make a short for the Villain Vendetta SmackDown, because like this, I can't pass up this song to not do it.
It's good.
So,
it goes. Like it clicked in your mind. You were like, oh, this goes.
Yeah, yeah. Like it and the moments that I picked and like how it flowed pretty well with the song and stuff, I was just like, yeah, okay. Yep, this is good. So, yeah, it was fun. I might try, I don't know. I if Sugoi Media is still active, I might make an account and make a video. I don't know.
That's what I was going to get into next to kind of round out this whole discussion was by the way, really quick, the Star Wars Force Awakens anime opening that I watched that I reference a lot is uploaded by Lil AC Society. I'm going to link some of these in the description when we do the show notes. and then the Star Wars Anime Opening 3 Return of the Jedi arc, Brave Shine by Aimer, was uploaded by Forever Red 3000 on YouTube. I just love that song. And, they're called Star Wars Galaxy of Adventures. That's what those little animated shorts are from. And
nice.
People have made anime openings with them. And the animation and the style looks like anime, so it kind of goes together even more so, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, Danny, sorry. What my next thing was going to be to round off this discussion was, there's Segoy Media, there's DVD and Blu-ray ripping programs. Obviously, you stick your DVD or Blu-ray in the computer and use a ripping program. But Segoy Media has like high definition clips, right? And they're already muted, which is nice. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's kind of helpful.
You don't have to worry about muting it when you're putting it on your thing.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, what do you think? Do you think, because I remember when we did the Segoy Media episode, I was like, and if you want an account, I'll message him in and say like, hey, I don't remember, if Danny or me got an account, like, we'll check, can you check? And I'll have him check. Mm-hmm. Or you could message him too if you want. But, I was going to say, I was at the end of that episode, I was like, man, I kind of want to make a music video now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it was kind of cool.
Like at that time, I remember I don't think I was like too keen on making one because like I didn't know how well my editing skills would have been because like I said, even that like Instagram reel and like YouTube short for the villains, that literally, I'm telling you, that took all frickin' day. Like it literally took majority of my day to like find, good moments for like each villain and stuff. And then like it was just so long. It was so long. Like I can only imagine like sitting at my computer and fucking, editing a whole music video on my computer. Shit. Like, jeez.
Right. Yeah, video editing, man, can be crazy. I wonder too, because I'm on Segoy Media right now. I haven't tried to log in yet because I'm going to wait. I'm going to message him in first because I don't want to accidentally make a double. But I'm looking at the Cardcaptor Sakura page, and there's only about 1, 4, 8. There's like only like 13 clips on here. What's nice about Segoy Media too is that it tells you, like it says Netflix, VRV, Amazon Prime, Crunchyroll, like you know what I mean. It tells you where. I'm gonna go on Sakagaboru here and just see if I can right click and save video as. Oh, it looks like you can. Sakagaboru might be the spot, bro. Cause like, oh yeah, totally. But I just downloaded it.
But aren't those like super fast?
Sakagaboru?
Like when you look at them, when you play them and stuff, they're at like 2 times speed or something.
No.
Oh.
They're regular speed. Sakagaboru is just like it's just they're muted clips just so you can see the animation.
Right.
Yeah. And it's cool. I have an account on here too because I like to favorite like my favorite ones. What's cool is like it's basically like you can look at a clip and then you can see people's comments on the bottom and they'll tell you like what cut it's from, that kind of thing, because some people know that. If I go on my profile here, I favorited so many clips here, holy shit. But like if I click on this one from Tenjo Tenge, there's no comments on it. But it tells me on the left that it's by Kazuya Komai. They did a cut on it or whatever. But this Dragon Ball one was cool. But yeah, it looks like you can right click and just hit save video as on these. That might be the go-to. I don't, not to take it away from Segoy Media, because obviously Segoy Media, depending on what anime you're looking at, they have a shit ton of clips. Like if I click on Ghost in the Shell, there's a bunch here. There's a shit ton. You know what I mean? They even have Beastars clips on here, dude. Like, well, that's a lot of Beastars clips too. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's like 20 some clips on here. The little Legoshi video, Legoshi appreciation music video. Darling in the Franxx, Jutsu Kaisen. That's the thing about Segoy Media too is like they're trying to like stay on the ball, and keep up with the newest stuff as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm looking at everything now. I'm like, man, I should make a music video. We should make Linkin Park one.
Oh God.
In the end,
Jeez.
it doesn't even matter.
Uh,
Nick will make a Linkin Park one just to be for the memes. He'll make one.
Probably.
But yeah, I was gonna say, like, if I were to make one that was like the reverse or whatever, it'd be fun to take like a show like a really bad kind of like drama or like corny gossip drama like Pretty Little Liars and make an anime
God.
opening out of
I mean, if I wanted to do a reverse, so I'd take the Trigun Stampede OP and put it with Into the Spider-Verse, cause that OP Tombi, that song reminds me of Post Malone's Sunflowers.
It kind of does.
Like,
It's got the same like cadence to it.
yeah. So I'd be interested in seeing like an AMV of Into the Spider-Verse with the Tombi song from Trigun Stampede. I feel like that would mix pretty well.
There's only like a few clips on Into the Spider-Verse on Sakagaboru, and it's all production clips, so that sucks. You'd probably have to rip it from somewhere else.
Probably.
That's cool though. Fucking Spoderman.
Spoderman.
I forgot there's American cartoons on Sakagaboru as well, so yeah.
I guess American cartoons have Sakuga as well.
They definitely, hey man, they definitely look okay because a lot of the times too they outsource to China and Japan, right? So okay,
Yeah, that's true.
Danny, you have to watch the fucking. Oh my god, I'll find the clip for you. But that new fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle show.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh, dude.
It's a movie.
No, not the movie. Oh well, yes, that I'm excited for that too. But there was this new cartoon show. I think it was called Prime or something. I don't know. It came out in like 2019 or 18, and there's this animated scene in it where they were fighting Shredder, and it legit looked like a fucking Jujutsu Kaisen fight. It was crazy. I'll find it for you. It's fucking nuts. Oh my god, dude, it was so nuts. It's on here. It's on Sakagabor. Anyways, I'm getting out of pocket now.
Yeah.
But,
Any final thoughts?
yeah, let's go make some AMVs and we'll come back and then we'll report the rest of the. We'll upload to the YouTubes. But no deadline. We're not giving each other deadlines here because that'd be too much pressure. Like.
Yeah.
But in the next, I don't know, within the year, let's just say we're gonna make some.
God.
We're gonna make some AMVs, okay? And I won't hold Danny to that. Like obviously, like if 2024 rolls around and she hasn't made one, I'm not gonna fucking give her shit for it. But like, oh, Danny, you didn't make an AMV. Oh, Danny, what the hell? You thought we made a pact. But no, like I would like to try to at least. So that would be really cool. And then we can just upload them on the YouTubes, see if they like it, you know. We'll probably upload it on Anime Summon Extra just so we don't get like the flagged BS on the main YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to deal with that. You know what I mean? So.
I mean, we can always do a private upload too, where like only specific people who have the link can click on it.
Just post the link on Discord. That way it's unlisted and not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
That being said, yeah, AMVs, in conclusion, AMVs are still fun. I still think, like Danny said, I think Danny's right.
I mean,
in saying that there's still a
I was
community out there.
searching.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was searching, and I mean, I even put something most recent, like My Hero Academia, and people are making AMVs for that. So.
Right.
They're still alive, you know. I don't think they're dead. Like, they didn't go away. Like, I think I think they just evolved, you know. And I feel like I feel like AMVs now are just like a little bit, you know, died down. Like not a lot of people are talking about them as much. At
As
least
within
like
the community itself.
Yeah. So yeah.
So they're not
I
dead. They're just is mostly just me and Danny's ignorance. Probably just we're not in that community, right? So we don't know.
Yeah,
you know?
like I feel like that they're, like I said, I think they're still there. You know, people are uploading them, people are still making them, so they're still around. So, but yeah.
Gotcha. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, me and Danny are gonna go make AMVs. We'll be right back. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Nick, you too. You got to make one. I don't care. You got to make one. Everyone yell at Nick.
Oh my god.
Maybe one day we'll have an AMV contest for anybody who's a video editor out there.
With the three of us?
Oh yeah, the three of us, and the loser. People will have the listeners vote on him, and the loser has to buy the winner a burrito.
Oh, I was gonna say the winner the losers have to buy the winner an anime figure.
Oh god. Fucking Danny's like, I want this one. It's like the $300 Sailor Moon.
No, we do like a budget, like definitely a budget.
Let's iron out the details later. When Nick hears this, he's gonna be like, shit. It's looking funny, man. All right. I love you guys very much. Thanks for listening every week. Again, Show Swap is next week. Okay, so if you haven't watched any Nana or Sakura Taisen, watch some of it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe
next week.
If you've already seen it, then good for you. But it's just that in the past when we did like I said, in the past when we've done show swaps, we never kind of like gave anyone a heads up to, like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of nice. Like with seasonals, you kind of know, right? With seasonals, you guys, you know, the listeners and y'all kind of know, like, oh, they're gonna be talking about this, so you know, I'll skip over this part if I haven't seen it. But with reviews and show swaps, you know, or with single anime reviews, you know, it's kind of, you can just skip that episode, right? And I guess you could for show swaps as well. But for show swaps, it's kind of nice because it's like we're already swapping. So it's kind of like we can swap it with y'all, and y'all can just watch with us. And so in the past, we've never gave people heads up. So now we're trying to give people heads up about it. So get on that shit. What the hell are you doing? Jesus Christ. Honey Bear, send everyone a memo. I want you to send every listener
Oh my god.
a memo, handwritten, with your fat paws, you fat cat. She's so fat. I love you guys. Thank you very much for listening every week. Again, love you, love you, love you, love you. I've been Som. That's been Danny. And this has been the Anime Summit podcast.